having a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you might be in the world watching some good old-fashioned Call of Duty CRL content. Here we go. Gold South Premade Finals. Winner moves on to the Gold Final that will literally be up next here on stream here tonight. Hill 1. Boston going to grab the first couple of seconds, but NYSP going to grab that first blood and going to try to get set up. And it looks like Boston automatically going to be looking for those spawns.
Yeah, Peaks is already trying to get that spawn flip in, but he is taken out by Floofbot, so good kill out of Floofbot to prevent that from happening. But two players from New York SubPar just spawned to that back river area, so spawns may have already flipped for them. Going for this P2 should be a slight advantage for them.
Everyone's just trying to find each other, just playing a game of hide and seek and going hunting, just trying to find the kills to try to get the spawn slip. They're currently in position of NYSP. You do see Cross staying towards the back. He's going to get to a Floofbot and he's going to defend the spawns really well. They spawned over there and are going to continue to spawn over there. 10 seconds left on this P1. Boston is going to have to go on through, and those 3 kills might actually help out. Mischief, Shoku, and Mills have been able to push on through. Spawns are flipped. Boston should be able to get the first few seconds here.
Yeah, right now Boston is outslaying New York SubPars. New York SubPar, they kind of appear to be playing a little bit more of a slower game, kind of trying to force Boston to keep checking behind them. They're going for flanks constantly, trying to get certain areas to flip and get those spawns, but it's not really working out too well for them as Boston. They're just bringing the gunnies, and they're out to a hot start.
Hot start going to continue to hold as 33-8 as Boston have continued to hold the line, but now the flip going to try to come on through. You see Lucky Charm going to try to rotate around, but he's actually going to go through to Barn now. He's going to find that kill and try to continue to push here, but Mills is going to be waiting in the back. Floofbot holding onto the hill with his life, still finding those kills. Mills going to try to help out here on God Tank, but can't quite do so yet. So all the points are going the way of Boston. So now we're going to start getting to the point where we're thinking about P3, and look where Mills is, number 4 on your minimap. Going to try to challenge Ducky for it. He's not going to get there, but if we know anything about Boston is that they are going to be relentless on this push.
Yeah, and even though New York SubPar, they do have the spawns, but just the way Boston has been playing right now, you know, outslaying and getting those really important frags, they could, if they get an aggressive push here, they could decide to get aggressive into the NYSP spawn and kind of just force them to get spawn trap back here. But so far, NYSP holding off the initial push. We'll see what happens.
And here comes Shoku right now. You might remember him from the flu game. Going to come on into his kitchen, waiting for some of his teammates to get some support. He's going to wait, but he is going to get flanked there by Cross. The rest of the team is going to start pushing in through the front, but the kill's currently going the way of New York SubPar, keeping the hill on lock, bringing themselves back into this game, and it's all because of its Lucky Charm. Going 11-6 is 1 away from that glide bomb. He's going to look for Mills here, try to get it. He's going to choke it, though. Is not going to be able to get the kill. So unfortunate for him, not able to get the streak. Would have been huge here going to these next couple of hills. But they still have a lot of the time. Boston finally breaking through with 10 seconds left, but we got pretty much a tie game here.
Yeah, and good for New York SubPar. That was a good hold, and they're really starting to heat up as now Boston Burgers, they're going to be pinned back onto this P3 spawn. One player, really only one player in position right now able to make a move is going to be Mischief. He's going to be taken down. So New York SubPar, they win the rotation, and this is going to be interesting to see if they can start to take the lead here.
I was going to try to go in on top. Gonna find one towards the back, but Shoku is gonna be there for the trade. He has been so good on the trade so far. Boston not letting each other dive just for free unless you got Peaks there trying to help out. But Mills slides right in and takes care of that right quick. Gonna try to hide behind. I mean, it is utter mayhem between these two teams right now. Back and forth action, getting each other's trades. They are playing some fundamental COD, and it's easy to see when it's basically a tie game. New York finally gets their first lead here on this P4, but Boston, they're going to be able to bring this one back. You know how relentless they're going to be. You know how aggressive they are. You know how good they are getting these kills. The slang is going to go on their end. I mean, look at the scoreboard here for all of them. We got 2 people in double digits in New York, though, starting to pick it up as well as Cross and Lucky Charm leading the way.
Yeah, man, and Lucky Charm is starting to look really scary right there, right now. Almost 20 kills for his team. Meanwhile, the players in Boston Burgers, the trades are starting not to fly in their way. As New York SubPar, they're starting to get a little bit aggressive here. It seems like they're the ones that are kind of getting the holds, winning the rotations, and controlling the pace. And Boston, they're playing a little staggered right now.
A couple of rotations here for New York, and they're going to run up the score because of it. So now Boston going to have to look for an answer, and it looks like they do. They get a couple of kills to hop on, but look at its Lucky Charm going to be coming in from the heavens. The Ducky coming around the side from the trees, but he's going to be able to find Mischief. Shoku trying to defend the point, but is ultimately going to get picked up by Lucky Charm, who comes in soaring from above. So New York SubPar once again in possession of the hill. 20 seconds left. Now I'm going to be getting ready for this rotation over to P1. You see Shoku's basically going to be already there, but for now, just the rest of the time going the way. Boston's still spawning on this side, so they might try to just push on through, just kind of forget about it, maybe get a couple kills along the way and try to get themselves set if they want to bring themselves back into this game.
Yeah, and I believe I didn't say exactly who it was, but one of the players for NYSP did just die off of one or two off of a glide bomb. So a big kill out of Boston to make sure that that did not happen. But as of right now, I mean, this is the script did flip a little bit. I mean, Boston Burgers, they initially came out
Ooh,
hot.
Shoku.
They were the ones that were setting the pace, getting aggressive, and NYSP, they're doing a good job. They're going to be looking to grow this lead. It's going to be a little hard on this P1 point, but regardless, they're doing a good job to balance out the kills a little bit more.
Nothing got the kills indeed. You see a bit of a rainbow happening on the kill feed right now. Once again, nobody touching this P1 hill. It's the scrappiest hill in the game, bar none, because it's right in the middle of the map. Everyone knows this at this point, but none of them really trying to do much damage to the hill, more so just trying to keep each other off and make sure no one gets any free time. And the focus still going to be P2 spawns once again, but look, it is New York still holding it down again. Boston were able to flip it last time. I think you'll be able to do it this time. One final push here, but it looks like it's going to be New York who are once again going to get the first couple of seconds.
Yep, they have complete control of the spawns. Mischief is going to try to do something. He's going to be taken out quickly. Shoku is going to be making a push in from the back door, but he's going to get killed from behind from cross here. So nice plays out of New York. They're going to hold these spawns. I mean, Boston, they're spawning all the way back P3. I mean, there is not really much that they're going to be able to do on this hill. They got to start getting some nades in the hill, making some group pushes, but it seems like one player at a time is just dying and it's just leaving the rest of them staggered. And now here comes a push.
And now finally 4 down, but spawns are still going to be for New York over towards Rivers. They're going to get one final push at this. There's 25 seconds on the clock. Look where Ducky is too. He's going to be over by Platt. They're not going to know he's there. So he's going to start taking people down from above. He's going to get some shots over on Mischief. He's going to find Shoku inside of the point. So he's going to keep Boston kind of handicapped at the moment, stuck towards the back, not going to be able to break on in. Cross going to grab a couple of himself. Boston just pinned in the spawn. New York gonna have spawns for next until Mills finally gets what he was looking for, gets the spawn over by Street, is going to follow Ducky down, but is ultimately just going to hop onto this next point and try to help out his teammates who are completely scattered across the map right now.
Yeah, that was an interesting little scenario where it really seemed like Boston Burgers, they didn't have much of a push at all, and then all of a sudden, 4-10 for NYSP, and Boston was able to get at least half the time on that hill. But right now, it's NYSP with the spawns on this next hill as well, as 3 immediately go down for the Boston Burgers. Fu bought the last one for his team, and he gets taken out. So a nice retake out of New York SubPar.
Nice retake indeed, and they're going to continue to hold on to spawns. Boston have not been able to hold spawns for really any of the past 3 or 4 hills, and just haven't been able to get any time because of it. So 40 seconds separate them and New York SubPar at the moment. Ducky gonna control this front, gonna look for Shoku, but the slide cancel gonna catch him off guard. He's gonna try to continue on through, but New York SubPar just getting so good at holding the line, not letting any hole be punched on through. You see that Mills grabbing too, but Ducky's immediately there for the answer. You gotta wonder if Boston being a little too aggressive at this point. I know it's hard to say on this map, but they have just been running into gunfire for the past few hills.
Yeah, saying too aggressive on Bokaj is definitely an interesting statement to say for sure. Lucky Charm, he's going to get aggressive here. He gets 2, but Flutebot does trade him out finally, and that is another 4 dead for Boston. Look, those close spawns though, they saved them for the time being. They got those 10 spawns to get a little bit of that time, but either way, NYSP they are doing a very good job breaking these hills very fast.
Very fast indeed, and now Cross coming around the back. Ducky on that 5 spree, gonna see if he can be able to secure some streaks toward the end of this game, and he's gone 31 and 20, and Lucky Charm right above him going 33 and 23. I mean, this lane department is just completely flipped on its head. You see New York SubPar just completely frying on this map at the moment. It's easy to see why when you look at the score. Almost a 100-point lead here on this P4, and now it's gonna be a foot race over towards P5, which it looks like it might be Mills who's going to be set up for that, but keep an eye on Cross, number 7 on your mini-map. Boston has no idea he's in the back.
Yeah, he immediately gets Shoku. Shoku was not expecting that at all, but he is quickly cleaned out, so Boston should still have those spawns, and they do. So nice play out of them to recognize that the flank was coming. But this is not over by any stretch of the means. New York SubPar is not in the hill. Boston, they can still come back from this. They need a solid hold there. A full 60 will not get the job done right now.
Boston need to play perfect to keep this map alive. Easier said than done by a long shot. Pretty much a 10th of a percentage of chance that they're going to be able to bring this one back. But hey, we've seen weirder things happen on this map. It's going to start by gathering the rest of this scrap time here. 25 seconds left on this P5. Keep an eye on P1 now. Keep an eye on the middle of the map. that is where this game might ultimately get decided. But also keep an eye on those P2 spawns, because we saw last two P1s, no one was really getting much time on it. Everyone just trying to prevent each other from getting time on it, as well as trying to secure spawns for next. So we're going to try to look at that again, but we might see New York SubPar switch up the playbook a little bit and try to end it, but we're going to have to wait and see. Is Mischief going to find a great hold to punch on through around the P2 side? If he gets these couple of kills, it looks like he's going to. He might be able to secure spawns early, but we're going to have to wait and see as P1 has popped up.
Yeah, I really doubt that New York SubPar is going to go try to get the win on this hill. I mean, they'll need 29 seconds onto Bokosh P1. If I'm New York SubPar, I would think that you really need to slow it down just a little bit. Maybe focus on just holding these 10 spawns over for P2, and just don't even worry about this hill too much. Now, don't let Boston get the majority of this time either, because otherwise they'll be right back in this game. But you maybe slow down the pace just a little bit for at least 60 seconds.
Wolfbot gonna try to get these last couple kills. They'll try to push these spawns, but New York SubPar have turned on the gas again. But look at Mischief. Number one, your mini map. He might have found the push through here. He's got to get these next couple of kills, but Cross is going to be able to find him. So no spawns here for Boston, as New York have once again been able to hold on tight. So now it is do or die for Boston Burgers. They have to push on through. They have to get the spawns. They have to get this point to keep this map alive. But when Peaks is in the back finding 2 kills a pop, it is going to be really hard to do so. Boston is securing the time right now, and Mischief has punched on through. Spawns are in favor of Boston. This game is still alive, and there's plenty of time left. Mischief doing a great job of staying alive, finds 3 in the back, and is able to find 1 more onto the point. But the contest coming on through New York, going to try to run the clock down a little bit, but look at the push. New York have found 3 and have gained the point, but Flu finds 2 to try to keep the point and spawns in Boston's favor, and he does. So now they got to hop onto this point again as New York continues to push on through Platte.
Man, that was a big play out of Floofy. He made that zig push, or I'm not sure if it was a zig push or a bottom barn push, but just getting those kills, staying alive, allowed the team to get back into the spawns. But New York SubPar, they get the retake. Only time for 1 more push from Boston.
1 more push, now or never, do or die. I don't think they're going to get there, and they are certainly not. New York SubPar going on a great run there, and they're going to take this first map in pretty dominating fashion.
And again, Boston, they did make it interesting on that last hill when Floofbot got those 2 kills and just stayed alive for the rest of his team to respawn and get back into the hill.
Predictions are up in the chat, so let us know with those channel points who you got, and let us know what you're thinking. But here we go. It's going to be Boston going to be on the attack first. Shoku going to be the bomb carrier, and it looks like they're going to be thinking A, stand to push to kick this off.
They're going with an A push right now. They had 2 players watching mid just for a second, but now Floofbot is the sole one. Wow, look at this play from Lucky Charm.
But great awareness there by Shoku. Was able to flick right around and grab the trade. So now 2v2. Shoku, Mischief, Ducky, and Peaks. Bomb still in possession of Shoku. Mischief going to try to go for the fight. Going to try to find Peaks. Can't quite find him yet. But oh, the bad timing is Peaks. Peaks over the top is able to find that kill. So now Shoku left in a 1v2 situation. He knows 1 player is over towards the pillar. He's going to be able to find that stun. Is he going to go for it? No, he's just going to kind of give him a shoulder. Or did he see him at all? Peaks is going to be up top. Going to try to go in for the finish of the kill. But Shoku's movement going to keep him alive for now. But it's not going to be enough. New York SubPar grabbing round 1.
Yeah, it seemed like initially that Shoku knew that he was at the pillar, but then I think he threw a stun grenade and it didn't connect, so maybe he had second thoughts. And after that, he just really didn't have any read, so not really much he could do there, especially when Peaks is shooting at you at top church like that.
He was ready for that. Good way to regroup and regain to grab Shoku and make sure he doesn't do anything crazy. You don't want a clutch to happen to you while you're on stream. Let me tell you guys. You guys don't want that to happen to you. If it can happen to me, it can happen to you. But anyway, it's going to be New York SubPar. It looks like they're going to be opting for a bit of a B push, and they are full sending this. 4 players going in through roof. Mischief is going to be the first line of defense, and he's going to realize really quickly what's about to happen. The call comes through, and now here comes the rotation out of Boston. Floof is able to grab the trade, but Ducky is going to be right there to answer back. 3v2. Shoku coming around the flank, though. He's going to find 1. He's going to find 2. Shoku finds 2, makes it a 2v1. Ducky left all alone. Going to have to just wait this one out. Going to have to pick up the bomb. He don't think he knows he's in the clear quite yet, but Mills going to make sure he has a buddy waiting for him. I think he got a peek of him there with that AR, but now Ducky's going to grab the bomb and run out there. Now they definitely know where he is, so they're going to group up together and try to peek this corner. Shoku finds him, and what a round out of Shoku. The big flank saves the round here for Boston, and the game is tied up at 1.
And I got to admit, Bobby, that was a rookie mistake from New York SubPar. They sent 4 players through P5, and not a single one was watching bottom well or the bottom of the building at all. And that just allowed Shoku to very easily slip by, get a nice 2-piece, and get the third as well. Nice round out of him.
I mean, I agree. I mean, it's almost like they had a coordinated play. They wanted to try to group play through P5, but the whole point of that play is that you have all your angles covered. You got to do that first before you try to get that bomb down. But once again, Boston going to be moving over to Zay. And speaking of flanks, Cross going to cross on over and finding that kill onto Shoku, but the trades are there. So something both these teams doing very well still. We saw it there on the hard point is get the trades, but they're not. Nobody is good at stopping flanks apparently, as Lucky Charm has come around the back and Mischief going to be the last one and get picked off there. So New York SubPar answer right back. We had 3 very similar rounds is what we just had there. Everyone is allergic to watching the flank at the moment.
So it really seems like whichever team plugs their routes the fastest is probably going to be the team that wins this match, because it seems like it seems like these rounds so far. I mean, we're only 3 rounds in, but these rounds are coming down to flanks. Like, just holes are being completely left open for one person to slip through, and it's catching the other team completely off guard.
I mean, and they're all doing that. They're just no one's covering the angle. They're just getting so they're being. Look at this. Look. Like it's like, I mean, you have Shoku just kind of sitting there. He might be able to push on through once again. Look at this, going through you. Look at this. Watch, easy kill. I mean, like, is anybody gonna watch you? Anybody? I mean, Joku's not gonna check his corner there, but seriously, I mean, they've done the same exact thing. When is somebody gonna be able to pick this up?
Well, I really have no idea how Peaks didn't even see him. Like, I mean, he was watching top wood there and just allowed him to slip by without much of an issue at all. And wow, I have no idea, man.
I mean, keep an eye on Floof here. Bomb is picked back up there by Ducky here for New York. He's going to look behind him. Now he's going to find a check behind him as Mills is going to try to take down Charm. Oh, the timing lets Charm get away. But Mischief is there. He's going to find one. So Bomb goes down again. Dropped right by the A site. 3v2. So great situation here for Boston. And Mischief going to go on the flank. Oh, Fire's going a little prematurely. He does have help as Floof was in the back. So the chase is on. His Lucky Charm tries to find the kill, and he does. 2v2 situation, and the bomb is picked up and going down on A. How does New York not let this happen?
Oh man, and now it's a 1v2 for Floofbot, and he's gonna be caught in no man's land. He doesn't really have any reads on any of these players. His teammate gets taken down very quickly. I'm not entirely sure what to do there, and yeah, Pig spot out very easily.
I mean, look, you knew the bomb was dropped there. You had to know, right? I mean, and there was time on the clock. Like, I understand trying to go for the flank again. Trust me, it's what we've been talking about for the past 2 rounds. But I mean, you got to kind of play that out. I mean, go play top fire, go play in top church, do anything to get some info because New York has to cross over. And plus, there was 30 seconds left. Like, I mean, at that point, you just got to play the bomb, man. You can get those kills. I don't know why you had to be over aggressive and go around the flank.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the flank has been working, but it didn't really work that time. Yeah, situational. Got to keep your head up on a swivel here. Boston now, Shoku with the bomb once again. Looks like B is going to be the play this time. He's got some help. Mischief and Mill is going to be looking over towards that mid. They're going to be trying to call New York's bluff here, letting them think it's the B push to try to grab a couple of kills. And Mills doing that perfectly here and is going to be behind his corner. Cross a little late getting down to try to get this trade. This is a good setup here by Boston. I like this. Playing passive, but playing nicely, covering the angles. Now Cross waited just a little too long. I think he was waiting to see where he was going to see if he get a second kill, but that second kill was ready for them. They jumped down with the ADS on, so now Cross has to back up. Mills, though, I think he's going to be feeling the challenge on this one. He's going to check over onto that right side. Cross still in that corner. Mills gets the info. Boston just playing the kills, and they're going to rotate over to hey, and Mills with the bunnies. Going to take down Cross. Going to nail him the one as Shoku. Going to hop onto this bomb. Should get an easy plant here. 4 versus 2. Ducky and Peaks have some work to do. Yeah, they really do. I have no idea where Ducky is right now. I believe he's top church, and there's 2 players for Boston Burgers right next to him. And yeah, he gets taken out very quickly. Now it's a 1v4. Yeah.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Sure. Why not? You know, just I'm gonna just say that that was the equivalent of jumping off the map. You're just giving yourself up. I mean, I'm gonna leave it there. They were giving themselves up. They were surrendering. That's what I'm calling that. I am calling it nothing else. All of you in chat, nothing, right? Right. All right, good. Glad we had this good talk, guys. All right. New York back on the attack, up 3-2. Gonna see what their play is gonna be this time. Looks like it's going to be Bravo. As they head on over, and looks like Mischief once again gonna be the first line of defense. Gonna be his typical spot as he waits for New York. The grenade's going off, so he's gonna have a bit of a clue. He's gonna be able to look for Cross. Gonna look for Ducky too. Grabs Ducky, and Shoku finds a kill over towards the middle as well. So a good start here for Boston. Lucky Charm able to find Shoku though. At least make it semi-interesting. But Mischief is going to make it a little less interesting now because now it's a 1v3 here for Cross. He does have the bomb, but they're going to be staged over towards the rooftop. Really not much direction for them to go as they just kind of wait this one out, trying to see if they can get any type of info. Boston actually, I don't think they knew Cross was still back here. I think they assumed Cross rotated already. So they're going to cover A. I think they're going to head over towards B now here. So Cross going to be looking for any type of information. He might be able to find someone here. He had two players top fire, but couldn't quite find them. And Floof just going to kind of hang out in the corner, hang out in the suicide corner. You know the drill.
Yeah, I mean, it worked last time. Got a very, very easy kill.
It did. But now the shots are coming in from Cross. Going to get a couple of hit markers, but really nothing of value. So now they might be expecting this push over towards B. It looks like they're going to do so. Or maybe they don't.
No.
Maybe they're just rotating back. Now they know where the bomb is because, hey, it's armed and it's on the ground. It's over on this Bravo site. So another rotation coming in, and they are pretty spread out here. So if Cross can get some good timing, he can definitely get a go at this.
Yeah, and right now, Boston, they don't have any idea where he is. I mean, they're doing a good job playing together, but there's really no reads as Mills. He's going to go ahead and hot bomb, and got to check at some point, Cross.
Yeah, but Cross is going to check right now. He's going to be able to get the timing. He does. He picks up Mills. No, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. Cross going to go for the knee. No, it makes you right by him. No, you've got to be kidding me. No, don't do this. Don't do this, Cross. A 1v3. How on earth?
Oh, my God.
Okay. All right. Well.
All right, Twitch, do your thing.
Yep, it is swing around time as Cross with an unbelievable 1v3 played the clock perfectly. Boston were not able to get the timing they were looking for, and that puts New York up 4-2. And I know what Boston's comms are right now. There is some tilt happening right now.
And if you're New York SubPar, you're absolutely pumped, especially if you're Cross.
I mean, look. For God's sakes, man.
If Cross had one kill going into that round, by the way. One.
Yep. Cross had one kill and ends up getting 3 and ended up clutching up a big round here for New York and Boston. I think a little shaken out of that one. They had 2 off the rip. Now Mischief going to be left alone. Not going to know where Cross is. Or maybe he does. Maybe he's just better than I know. Oh, God. Never mind. I said Mischief. I said nothing, bro. I said absolutely nothing. So 1v1. Mischief and Lucky Charm. Mischief and another 1v3 situation. Could clutch it up here for Boston to try to bring that morale right back.
Bobby, I thought I told you I was too old to do this.
Yeah, I don't know why we bothered. I don't know why in the world we bothered, but I will say, Lucky Charm being lucky that he's next to the bomb at the moment, definitely keeping him alive. And I think Mischief probably has a clue that they're going to be there. So Mischief is going to try to check all the timing. Oh my God. Oh my God, the timing. You have got to be kidding me. But, he's got to know, right?
He should know where he's at now.
You gotta know. No. Do they not know where the bomb was dropped? Oh, no way. Mischief might get a play here, but no. It is going to be Lucky Charm. They're going to be coming around, and I think this is going to go the way of Lucky Charm. Mischief on the bomb. Slide cancel. Dead. New York SubPar is up 5-2.
Oh, man. And I thought for a second we were going to see back-to-back 1v3 clutches. I mean, that turned on from Mischief. I mean, they did him dirty for a round. But, man, New York SubPar, they're on match point. And they're feeling good, Bobby. I mean, they're probably still pumped from that 1v3, I'd imagine.
I know, but man, I gotta think about Boston too. They are on the complete opposite end of that spectrum. There is no way they are playing their best COD right now. Like they gotta be so tilted, man. I know. Listen, I'm just speaking for myself, man. Like I get a little heated in these games, man. I gotta tell you. But I mean, it's tilting when something like that happens. But you gotta regain. You gotta try to bring this back. You do not want to go down this way. As Cross gonna put an end to that right quick. Gonna find that first blood and gonna get out of his life. Boston playing real passive. As Mills gonna be able to find one. Cross gonna answer right back once again. So 2 kills for Cross here onto this round. And the push up towards A continues. Boston trying to get ready. Floof. And I think Cross is there. He popped the shoulder. He's gonna find Floof. So now it's all up to Mischief again. 1v3 situation. Will the timing be better for him this time? Or will this just be the end? Gonna find one here. Gonna go for his like, gets him, finds a kill. Mischief, you gotta stop doing it, brother. It's gonna get picked off. It's not gonna be enough. New York SubPar take map 2, and oh man, I gotta tell you, I am sweating right now, Brendy.
So, if I'm hearing this correctly from production, I believe Mischief leads the league in almost 1v3 clutches. And, like,
Yeah,
you had
right.
your automaton on single fire. How fast you'd have to destroy him.
You just you know what? We gotta try that now. It's gonna be the next CRL video. By the way, speaking of that, CRL content coming your way. Anyway, let's get back into the match. Going to be control here on Tuscan, and Shoku going to light it up. Only going to be able to find 2. Mischief there to help out. So 3 go down for New York to start. So hot and fire start. What did I say? Aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. We are going to see a lot of trades, a lot of back and forth here on this map.
Yeah, and so far, not really much that New York SubPar can do. As right now, Boston has this A point locked down. As a couple players from Boston are starting to rotate over, specifically Floofbot. He's actually taken out by Ducky, and Shoku is a little late on the rotation. As Lucky Charm is able to break through, but he's going to be holding that radio, may be able to pick him off. We'll see.
Now Mischief's going to try to come around for the flag. Who else but the flag coming in? But Cross going to be a little bit more ready this time. Going to be able to find the trade, but Mills going to help out through the front. So a nice pinch there for Boston to slow down New York here on this A site. 1 tick has been found, none other yet. And New York still hell-bent on trying to grab this A site. So Boston just going to oblige and be like, all right, bet. So we're going to push on up, but Shoku just not able to find anybody. There were 2 over by tree, but they were huddled down so perfectly, and it allowed our player from New York to come on in. Mischief with a big kill. And look at this push on through the alley. Might be able to find some more New York players, but Peaks staying in towards the back. Might be the final line of defense. Mischief is still there, though, being really annoying. And Lucky Charm finally going to be able to take him down. Floofbot going to try for one more attempt. He's got the AR in hand. Going to try to find the kills, but Lucky Charm going to take care of him easily here. So A site should be grabbed here for New York, unless this one final play here ends up going the way of Boston.
And that's not going to be happening as New York SubPar. They do get the point, and now it's a matter of time. Are they going to be able to capture B? Are they going to be able to get any ticks? As Boston, they're going to make sure to. I imagine I could be completely wrong, but I think they're going to be able to close as many routes as possible. But not unless Peaks has something to say about it. Wow, the Mischief still spawned that tank despite that push.
Okay, sure.
Peaks.
Yeah, sure.
I don't get it.
I love COD. I love COD. Everybody sing it with me now. I love COD. I love COD. This game is amazing. All right. Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Production has reminded me what I had to say. Excuse me real quick. I love Vanguard. I love Vanguard. This game's amazing, guys. Continue to buy it. Can't wait for champs, by the way. Anywho.
Yeah, and don't make sure to get your $40 operator pack.
Oh, yes, nice. yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whichever one, doesn't matter.
And by the way, do you play as Godzilla or King Kong?
Both actually. I love this game so much.
Kong?
Yeah. I mean, look, man. Amazing skins. You got to spend like $80 on them. All right.
Oh yeah, and totally realistic too.
More than I spent on Vanguard. I just love the skins that much.
No ticks here for the people as of right now. Boston able to get the lives lead back, so they should be able to hold on. 20 seconds left to go. Cross could be waiting for Mischief. Knows he's there somewhere, lying in wait. Gonna hop on the point. Gonna try to cause some mayhem, and is gonna help when he finds Floof. Gonna try to find the second as Mischief hops on the point. No respawns remaining here for NYSP. Cross could be still hanging out by Secret. Actually getting some good bullets down, but just not getting any help from the teammates here to try to get any of these finishes. So he's gonna get into a gunfight with Mills. Gonna try to get into another gunfight here, but Mischief is gonna be able to clean that one up. Nice and disciplined. Beat's going to be holding on towards the middle here. Going to get to find a couple of kills, but that should do it. 5-on-2 here for Boston. Ducky finds 2. Mills finds 2. Boston Burgers. Great defense over by the B site. No ticks were grabbed besides A. So it's going to be 3-0 Tickley here for New York, but Boston do end up taking the round.
Yeah, no ticks, and there really wasn't any particular moment where New York SubPar were particularly threatening. I mean, there were a couple times where they did have a couple clean pushes, but Boston, whenever they were able to get back in position, they were doing a good job just taking them back to the point with relative ease, and as a result, no ticks for New York.
No ticks for New York over on the B side, so
yeah.
So Boston now going to aim for A as well. Standard play. Ducky and Cross going to be the first ones up. Peak's going to find that first blood, though. Now Cross going to get nice and aggressive. Sub in hand. Going to catch Mills off again. Hello, hi, how you doing? You're dead. Going to look for Shoku. Has some help. So a quick errand to get rid of A and get rid of all the dirty pests that are over on that site. So now the reset.
Yeah, it is a reset. And look at this positioning for Mischief. I wonder what... I mean, Mischief is up to Mischief right now. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what he's playing, but I guess Cross knew he was back there the whole time, so good plays out of him. Shoku is starting to heat up a little bit, and that's what you love to see out of Boston, man.
The New York actually got a pretty unfortunate spawn. They're going to be spawning over on the far half. So now I have to cross on over to get to A. So it's going to be easy to take here for Boston, who are going to stack the point. Word to Gyms. They're going to be able to get a second tick here. Shoku going to cover that U side. New York just going to let this one fly. So ticks are tied 3 a pop. As we now move over towards B. And Boston going to have a crack at it. They did get the A site a lot earlier than New York did. So a lot more time to work with. But there's also not a lot of kills. Lives are even at 22 a pop. So we're going to see if Boston are going to be able to take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, and we'll have to see. As Mischief, again, he's getting aggressive into the spawn. Doesn't look like anything is going to happen, though, as a result. As New York SubPar, they still have those close tank spawns. And now, if you're Boston, look, now you got to slow down just a little bit right now. I mean, some players are a little staggered from each other. Shoku is going to be taken out. And now trades back and forth, and now they really can't get much of a push in. Floofbot, he has this back tank, but they should know that he's back here, and he has to wait for the rest of his team. He has to stay alive, and that's not an easy task.
No, and New York's going to try to just focus their attention, but actually Peak's going to run right by, try to go to the flank, and Floof's still being a menace back there. So Boston being really annoying, and they're not focusing on it for some reason. So Floof, now realizing that the Swans are probably happy towards field, is going to be able to get away with his life, but is not going to check from behind. Peak's going to get an easy one there. So New York going to be able to regroup there. Not really sure why Floof wasn't checking behind him in that situation. I mean, I get trying to help out onto the point, but really his teammates were a little too staggered. He could have still been able to steal a couple of kills before going down on that tank side.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure either, but either way, it was a nice play from Boston, at least for the time being. But New York SubPar, they just were easily able to clean them out due to that play. But either way, Boston, they're able to get the pushes. It seems like they have one push right now, and not really any players from New York in position to stop this.
This should be a tick here for Boston. They're going to be able to hop on, but the grenades are flying in. Peak's going to be able to find one, looking for Show, but he's going to play his life. So now tick advantage goes in favor of Boston. Peak's going to push on through. Mel's going to be there, but Cross with the trade. So even if Boston doesn't win this, the tick advantage will start to be in their favor. Can't really ask for much more, but Boston still has a little bit of time left. Probably one more good push. And New York SubPar doesn't have any respawns left. So Boston should be full sending. They got to take full advantage here. This is a big opportunity if they're able to get this round.
Yeah, even if they're not able to get the takes, this round will be big. And while they're doing a good job, they're stacking the point as much as they can.
Oh,
the glide is coming out early.
Coming out early, they're going to let them use it. Second tick gathered, and Boston's still going to be able to stack the point. Word to Gyms. New York going to try for one final push. They might be actually able to get the kills. Mischief, though, staying alive, 3v2 situation. He's going to try to play his life, but he can't do it. Ducky going to pick him up, and Boston are not going to be able to clutch it up. They were able to get 2 ticks onto B, so +2 here for Boston, but the game is tied at 1.
Yeah, the +2 ticks for Boston, and interesting use of the glide bomb. Bobby, what do you think of it? Do you think maybe it was appropriately used, or do you think that maybe a little too hasty?
You know what? I'm okay with that play just because, I mean, losing an attack round is massive, right? So letting Boston grab that one would be tough, and they were stacked. Like, the situation was they were there. New York were a little bit staggered. There was no guarantee they were going to be able to get it back, so I'm totally okay with the glide bomb calling in and scattering the roaches so that they were able to get at least 1 kill and then be able to finish them off. So if they get the round, they do lose the glide, they do lose a few ticks, but at the end of the day, they got the round, and that's all you're aiming for at the end of the day.
Yeah, New York, they started off with a complete force send over to P5, and it only ended up with Ducky being the last one alive. As it looks like they're going for a little bit of a split push here. Let's see if they're able to do anything as Shoku quickly takes out Ducky. And whoa, Lucky Charm!
Snappy snaps!
Oh.
Snap, crackle, pop, and we're not talking about Rice Krispies. We're talking about Lucky Charms here as he's going to be able to push on through. Got a couple of great kills and continuing the fight over towards Arch. Is going to be turning right around to Shoku. Frying now is Lucky Charm finally going to get taken out. As Mischief said, that's enough of that. So New York gonna try to get to this A side. Looks like they're gonna be able to get it with these. Boston really not have a chance. So the Battle of Bravo begins next.
Yeah, very quick life advantage though for New York SubPar. I mean, going to this A point, they got a full 2 minutes to work with. That was a very fast capture for them, and they could either decide to slay out a little bit, or if they want to try to get aggressive onto B, try to go for a full capture. I think they'll go for the latter though. We'll see.
And look at the setup here. Boston really spread and really playing passive. You saw Floof hanging out all the way over towards field and another Boston player over by tank. And now with Peak sitting over by the tank. Now all the buzz is running over towards field, and you're going to hop onto this point. Two going to be there. It's going to be Ducky and Lucky Charm. Mill's going to be able to find one. That's a great kill, and now they have to push. But the flank in from Radio might do in Boston. One tick down. Going to be an easy second. The point is stacked. The ticks are flying, and I think New York are going to win this attack round.
Oh man, that is exactly why, Bobby. That is exactly why you stack the point. Word to gems right there. I mean, it was a little bit of. it is a. I didn't even hear what production said there, but
don't worry about him.
But Cross actually did hold off on the stack for the time being. I believe he was watching. I believe he was watching that top broken area, and as a result, he was able to get like 2 quick kills and. That when he was able to do so, he knew, okay, probably safe to stack the point. And as soon as that happened, I mean, there was really no stopping New York SubPar there.
It is match point New York SubPar. 1 round away from moving on to the Grand Gold Finals here in Chumps Week. And they're on defense as well, so Boston have a pretty hard predicament to go up against. They're going to have to try to get at least some ticks to try to win the round, because they have to get to this game 5, and hopefully they're going to be able to get this defensive
Look
side.
at the B push, though.
Boston calling an early audible here, going over towards Bravo. Shoku gonna look for peaks here after he picks up 2. Shoku basically left by himself, though. But the quick movement is going to keep him alive. But Lucky Charm is just going to be able to jump around the corner after killing Mills and take him down. Cross on a 5. New York up by 9 lives. Going into this, and Boston have yet to find any progress on any point. And this might be the writing on the wall here, Brendy.
And if I'm Boston Burgers, are you able to win back-to-back offenses against this tough NYSP team? The answer so far is looking like a big fat no, but we have seen miracles happen, but right now it seems like miracles are just being shut down as quickly as they are sent, because New York SubPar have a 10-life lead now.
10-life lead, and it's going to take a miracle. Will the slipper fit? As it's going to be Boston who are going to hop on. They're going to get the ticks, so the ticks are even. Move on over here. Ducky going to be able to find one. No, he does not, but look at the kills. Once again, lighting up yellow, and I think it's all but over here for the Boston Burgers. The Cinderella story going to come to an end as the undefeated Giants of the New York SubPar just too strong. One final push here on this A zone. Might be able to get it, but keep an eye on those lives. It's 17-6. Once again, it's going to be a miracle.
You got 4 lives to capture that B point, and it just does not look like it's happening. They are able. Oh, they don't have A yet, but all right. So they are able to get A, but they have 3 lives to capture B. I don't think so, Bobby.
Nope. This is going to be Austro Mills 1v13. I mean, if we saw this, I mean, this is going to be the talk of every COD channel for the next week, but it's just not going to be. New York SubPar continue their journey of dominance. They're going to take this 3-1, and they're going to take the series 3-0, and they're going to face Old Guys Texas in the next match in the Grand Finals.
They are going to the Gold Finals, but you have to tip your hat to Boston.